so excited.
It's time for Two Guys and a Goalie with Dustin Nielson, Matt Kassian, and the goalie, Joaquin Gage.
All right, well, that intro is mostly correct. Joaquin Gage is here. Dustin Nielson is not here. He's calling a CFL game tonight. What's he doing? Tour at Muddle? I think that's what he has.
I think so.
And Matt Kassian is not here. Not even remotely.
Saving the planet.
He took the time. Really? What's he doing?
I don't know.
You just like to pump him up?
I think he's super.
You're going to get to that in a few minutes. Gager has an incredible idea for the show today. I'm Reed Wilkins in for Dustin, Two Guys and a Goalie, presented by GS Construction, setting the industry standard for 50 years with quality, efficiency, and safety driving their success. GS Construction has a foundation built on teamwork, and now they want you to become part of the team. Visit gsconstruction.ca, click Ready to Work, or visit their page at indeed.ca. With the Next Person Up program at GS Construction, it's not just a job, it's a career. So at what point did you stop getting summer jobs, Gager?
Ooh. Probably when I was a teenager. My first job was at Fiasco's in Vancouver. Mark James was his name. It was kind of like Harry Rosen, but he built a restaurant into the shop. So it was like design, like suits and nice stuff, but then he built a restaurant. I bussed tables for a summer there. But then I also went, because he was a Mariloma, like a rugby player.
Okay.
And my dad was a Mariloma. And so I went to his place down in Southwest Marine Drive, really big, fancy homes, and would cut his grass. But he had like a massive plot of land for horses. Like he had horses down there.
Oh, no way.
So I would cut the grass, and then I would cut it, and then I raked. There was tons at first, and I raked most of it. And then his wife came out one day and just said, "You know what? You don't have to rake that. We're good."
Okay.
And then
But you were walking, or did you have a riding mower?
It was a push mower.
Push mower? Okay.
Yeah, but it took me hours.
Well, yeah.
Hours and hours to do that whole thing. And it was a lot of work. And I don't know if she fired me or just said, but I never went back.
You just
to the house anyway.
Oh, to the house.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were what, 16, 17? Or?
I think I was probably, maybe 14.
Oh, younger, eh? Okay.
Yeah, because I rode my bike to work back then. And and that was probably, I helped my buddies a little bit, and then completely shut down summer working jobs and focused on working out and stuff like that.
Right.
So,
because at 14, where were you playing?
So I was still at Notre Dame.
Okay.
And then, or maybe I must have been 16 actually. Yeah. Now I was 15 or 16. I didn't have my license yet, but I rode my bike. I remember that. And then, after that, kind of towards junior, it was just going to 4 rinks back then. Turned into 8 rinks in Burnaby, but then it was 4 rinks when I was there.
So then you're focusing on
trying to get better,
trying to play.
And it was cool because, like at 4 rinks, it was a guy named George Zajankala. He played some pro. Was with Seattle, I believe, back then. But Steve Konowalchuk, remember that name?
Yeah. Wasn't he coaching the Rebels a couple of years ago?
I think so,
I don't know
yeah.
if he still is, but yeah.
So Steve and his brother were in Vancouver. And I don't know why, because Steve, I think, is from Salt Lake City originally. But then his parents moved to PA, I think, to play hockey. But then he was in Vancouver the whole summer. And we just did drills. Me, his brother, and George would just do, we would we would jump on a clean sheet of ice, and then the rink guy was like, "Hey, get off that ice!" And then we would scurry over to another rink that wasn't being used. He goes, "Hey, get off that!" And then he realized, I can't get rid of these rink rats because they keep going on the ice. So he just said, "Guys, go on the ice that's already been chewed up, so I don't have to do it again." And you can just go.
Oh, okay.
So basically, we lived at 4 rinks for every summer when we were younger. And then it was funny because I actually ended up playing with Steve in Portland. For the Winterhawks. Yeah.
Okay. He's now coaching the Springfield Thunderbirds, the farm team of the Blues.
Oh, really?
He was in. I think I interviewed him when he was coaching the Rebels.
He was one of the best.
I got an in with the Rebels.
Oh, really?
Well,
okay.
Cam Moon still knows everybody.
Right.
Technically, everybody has an in with the Rebels. Because Cam Moon's like the nicest guy. Yeah.
He is the nicest guy. I wonder what he's up to this summer. Probably just relaxing.
I think he chills out. He likes going to Riverhawks game. He goes to Elks games. Mooner's actually in phenomenal shape.
He's unreal shape.
Yeah, like he's not one of those guys that walks around like, "Oh, I worked out today."
Yeah.
He just gets up, and I asked him what he does. Like he does some weights, but he doesn't like talking. As you know, he's a very modest guy.
Yeah, of course.
And he doesn't wear like clothes that shows off.
Like tight
he just
stuff,
always has a jacket on.
Yeah.
And will wear a suit at the games or whatever. But he told me, he goes, "I just go." He goes, there's no breaks between, like if I do a lift or whatever.
Really?
I don't. So I guess it's kind of cardio plus the weights.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
good for him.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy. He's like one of the most down to earth people you'll ever meet.
Oh, he was. And I've always said this. Like when I first started playing junior, there's some guys that wear goalie equipment well. They just look good. And his hockey card, he looks magnificent in it. I like just everything, the way he moved around. So
he has a WHL card?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cam Moon hockey card. I got to look this up now.
Yeah, Saskatoon Blades.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
So there's one where he's posing without the helmet on. It's like a practice one. And there's one during the crease during the game where it looks like he's kind of getting set.
He just always looked good to me. I don't know why.
And he always describes himself as the worst goaltender who ever lived.
He was not the worst. God, he was good. From what I remember, he was good. But back then, there wasn't, the intranet wasn't really...
Right.
We didn't really have that. We had to go off of Bob McKenzie's articles in the Hockey News. But Bob, he obviously wrote some glowing things, or I read a passage about Cam Moon dominating or something, and maybe it was just for a weekend.
Well, he played in the era as you did, where the goals against averages were pretty high.
They were high.
The season he played the most, Mooner played 35 games for the Blades in 90-91, went 13-16 with an 8.55 and a 5.01.
Oh, that's. I mean,
which wouldn't have been that bad.
It wasn't that, like, because I was the whole Aubrey thing, because I looked into it on Hockey DB to see where he was. I go, oh my God, he was in Essen, Germany when I was there.
Oh, right.
And then so I started looking at my stats just because I had to see the years, and I look at my junior stats. I was like, geez, how did I ever get drafted? I was just, again, no intro web, and I just the right place, right time. And you know who was instrumental in me coming to the Edmonton Oilers? There's one guy. It's Floyd Whitney, Ray Whitney's
dad. Oh, really? Okay, yeah.
Because he was a scout. Well, he was the practice goalie and a scout for the Edmonton Oilers. And he came to a few of my games and said, I think whatever his reports was, you got to take a chance on this guy. And obviously those were one of those games where I didn't allow 4 or 5 goals. Or maybe I did and I stopped like 50.
So we did not know we were going to talk about this, everybody. Gager actually has a really good idea, but we got time.
we got lots of time.
I just picked the 90-91 WHL season because that's the season in which our buddy Cam Moon played the most as a goalie. Ray Whitney of the Spokane Chiefs led the dub in scoring. And I say only 185 points because like Brownie had over 200 and Ferraro earlier had like 100 goals. Brian Sakic was second.
Okay, for Tri-Cities.
Yeah. Cal McGowan had 139 for third.
Kamloops, yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah.
Pat Falloon had 138 with Spoke. Jason Ruff.
Is Lethbridge or
he was
Spokane?
Jason Ruff was Lethbridge, 136. Jason Miller, Medicine Hat, also 136. The most interesting stat line, Brad Rubachuk.
Okay.
Lethbridge.
I'm guessing they called him Ruby.
132 points and 237 penalty minutes.
It was a different league back then, for sure.
Kimby Daniels was 10th. He only had 118 points.
Does he still have the record for most goals in a game in the NHL, I think?
In the dub or in the NHL?
Or the dub, sorry.
WHL, most, I don't know that one.
I think he had 7 in a game.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay, the WHL record. Oh, it's happened 5 times. Hang on a second.
Really?
Here. 7. So, Brian Propp for Brandon did it in 77 in a 12-6 win. Ferraro did it in 84 for Brandon in a 15-4 win. Mark McKay had 7 goals in 84 in a 12-3 win. Dennis Holland for Portland, November of 88 in a 10-5 win. And Kimby Daniels had 7 goals October 2nd, 1990 in a 7-4 win over Medicine Hat. He scored every goal.
Every goal. That was the key. Like, that was the record. Like, he was the only guy that scored. And I just remember his picture with all 7 pucks in the Hockey News.
All right. And then, this article I found was from December of 22. Oh, I vaguely remember this. Josh Philman of Swift had 6 goals in an 8-4 win over the Oil Kings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Oil Kings, unfortunately. So getting to 4 in a game now is like the Oilers haven't had James Neal had a 4-goal game.
Right.
They haven't had a 5-goal game since the 80s by anybody.
Really?
We were looking that up yesterday for some reason.
Oh, you were talking about
a lot
hat-tricks.
of weird stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was doing hat tricks with Hernan yesterday. Yeah.
So
trying to predict how many hat tricks the Oilers would get.
That's a lot of goals, man. I can't it's got to be ridiculous after a while. I'm trying to think. I think I played with one guy that scored like 5 in a game.
Right.
And that was it got funny that he kept scoring, right? Like, it's just like, what's going on here?
Right.
But yeah, can you imagine 7 goals by the same guy? I'm surprised that like Connor or Leon haven't exploded for a double hat trick or something.
No, Leon did have a 4-goal game, right? I think he did against Nashville.
No, Nuge had a
hat trick. I don't think Nuge had a 4.
Oh, okay.
Nuge had a 5-assist game early in his career, I believe. Troll says, you can text us, by the way, 780-218-9999. Give us some ideas for what to talk about. No, Gager has a good one. Troll says, I love looking at those old WHL rosters. Teams used to have like 8 guys with over 100 penalty minutes. Now you'd be lucky to have 1. Well, yeah, it's
different.
A massive change. I mean, you don't have to fight in junior.
No, not
remember
anymore.
David got into a fight and broke his hand like the year before.
Yeah.
I think it was even the year before his draft year.
Didn't he punch he missed?
He missed and hit the glass. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, back when I played, our 4th line, you would have thought it was like can skate, and these guys, were going out for their first time on the ice because they were going out for one reason and one reason only, and that was to beat the snot out of other guys. But now you go to junior games, and the skill level is so much higher stuff. But
yeah,
I do enjoy major junior hockey. It's a lot of fun.
So the other goalie on Mooner's team in 90-91. So Mooner had 35 appearances. Trevor Robbins had 49.
Okay. Yeah.
He was 16-24-2. He had a 4.69 goals against average and an 865 save percentage. So he did have the best goalie stats on the team.
Okay, good.
Little bit above. Who else was on that team? Scott Sissons, Richard Matvichuk.
I don't know if that Sissons is the dad of the Sissons that plays. Oh, he was with
Colton.
Colton Sissons.
Well, that's a good question. Actually, I never thought about that.
I always thought that. You mentioned Ray Whitney and Pat Falloon. Yeah. I don't think I'd be hard pressed to find a better duo that have played major junior hockey. Yeah, I mean, you'd probably have to look. Who did Brownie play with in Kamloops? I guess was it. I mean, Hoggood.
I think Hoggood was on that team.
But he was a defenseman. But
so
still.
was Rob, though. Rob was a defenseman most of the time.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because it was scary. Ray Whitney and Pat Flume. They were just in such sync all the time, and they feasted on teams. It was almost unfair.
So here's some of the guys on Rob's. Okay, so Rob had a 212-point season, and I think by this point he might have been a winger in 86, 87. I think Hitch moved him up, or Hitch just said, I'm tired of you not playing the defensive side.
Playing defense.
Because Rob used to joke that he wouldn't meet his goalie until the year-end party.
He said Rob's big thing when we did do a lot of alumni things, because he was playing, he would, you get around the goalie before, and Rob would always come up to me if I was playing. He goes, hey, okay, Gage, okay, I'll see you after the game. Because there's no way he was back checking or coming into his own zone.
So Rob had 212 points. Hoggood had 123. Ron Shudra had 119. Robin Bawa had 113. Darcy Norton had 102. Kelly Parra had 80. Recchi only played 40 games but had 76 points.
It was so because my first year, I played a few games as a 17-year-old, but my 18-year-old year was my first full year in the Western Hockey League, and they still had I think every rink was named this, but the War Memorial in Kamloops. That rink, that was like going into purgatory, because at least we had the Coquihalla to get up there, but before you had to go up that windy road. It took forever to get there, and you just had a really talented team just like licking their chops, waiting for you. And it was usually, even then, they had Niedermeyer, Sador, Cal McGowan, I believe, was on that. Who was Zach Boyer? They were stacked with guys, and they would run you. The corners were square, so they dumped the puck in, and the puck would always bounce right back into the slot. And before you know, it was at least 4-5-1 after the first period, and it was over. Yeah. They couldn't wait.
They played some. Rob told me, because there were fewer teams in their conference, so they'd play a best of 9. And I think Rob said they swept some team 5-0 and scored like 50 or 60 goals in the series. Like, it was just insane. Well, they had that comeback against Chris Joseph's team. It was something like, I think it was 7-1. Because who was Chris on? I can't remember now.
I can't remember.
One of the other BC teams, I think. Chris's team was up something like 7-1.
Where did
Rob's team tied it? Chris's team, Rob's team tied it late. Chris's team scored late. Rob's team scored late again to tie it and won it overtime.
Oh my gosh.
I think it was 9-8 or 10-9.
Talk about entertainment, but scary place.
Yeah, it was a different. It's hard to. I guess when we were kids, it was hard to really imagine what hockey looked like when Rocket Richard played, or whoever.
Oh yeah,
and you see the old photos, and there's no glass, and people are wearing suits to games.
The glass is like this high.
And now it might be hard for people younger than us, or we have people in their 20s, or we've got some guys here who are barely out of their teens, describing games were 8-4 all the time.
Oh yeah.
Well, the players the players weren't terrible. It's just it evolved that way for a while.
Everything's evolved.
Oh, Chris was on Seattle.
Oh, okay.
Chris was on Seattle. Yeah.
I remember, I think I went to a New Westminster Bruins game when I was a little kid, and I'm pretty sure there was still chicken wire along for the glass.
Oh yeah, because Brownie said people would spray perfume in their eyes between whistles. He said if you were lined up, they could reach and try to blind you.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, I wish I could go back and watch some of those games, because they were complete blood.
Did you do where the teams had to warm up separately?
Yes. They brought in the Baumgartner-Manson rule, because in Prince Albert, they used to go down to the other end, take the other team's net.
Oh, right.
and warm up their backup goaltender.
Right.
And take their water bottles. They would be
which would often lead to a brawl.
Yeah.
So they said separate warm-ups for teams.
Yeah. That was weird, too, because it was a long time in between, because you had the full ice Guys, yeah, it was
weird. Yeah,
it was weird. It was really weird.
He's Joaquin Gage. I'm Reed Wilkins. It's two guys and a goalie. Matt Kassian off. I'm in for Dustin Nielson, who's got the CFL game tonight, so you'll see him on good old TSN television. You can post in the nasty chat on YouTube, by the way. Give the show a thumbs up if you're watching there as well. You can text 780-218-9999. I think people are generally enjoying our rambling discussion, which is what Gage and I kind of do when we're together. You can email reed@edmontonsportstalk.com. So the Gager texted me this morning, even before, because I don't get up super early. I got up at about...
sorry.
I got up at 25 after 7.
Okay.
Which for me is a little earlier than usual. A lot of people are rolling their eyes. What a soft life I have. Because I was on the morning show at 7:45.
Yeah. And
you text me just after 7. And I was like, oh, that's a great idea. So I'll make it hire it or fire it, even though it's going to be a little meandering in itself. GS Construction, presenting Hire It or Fire It. They're hiring now. Become a part of their great team today by visiting gsconstruction.ca or their page on indeed.ca. For the past 50 years, the foundation of GS Construction has been built on efficiency, quality, and safety. Take your career to the next level. Join the team at GS Construction.
So, yeah, the first off, when I was thinking, because I see you and Jay working, and I was like, God, I got to come up with something good with Reed on the show today. And so, obviously, this month is kind of superhero month. You know, we got Superman, got the Fantastic Four. You and I are both comic book aficionados, I would say, amongst the people here at least.
Sure.
And I did worry first if I woke you up. I was like, oh, shoot. But my idea was, since it's being kind of superhero month, is what we do is we take 3 players from each of the Canadian teams.
Okay.
And what superhero or villain would they be in the comic book realm?
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Okay.
So
no. Oh, he's got notes. It's like he's like, if you're listening on the audio stream on iHeart or TuneIn, he's opening his portfolio.
I kind of like I looked at the rosters, and obviously some people will say, well, why did you pick that guy? Why did you pick this? These were just kind of guys that I thought, and they kind of made me think of a hero or something that they were close to. So I don't know how you want to do this, Reed. Do you just want to start with a team? I thought we go West Coast to East Coast and start with the Vancouver Canucks.
Okay, sure. But you're going to tell me the player.
I've got 3
you've
players.
Already planned them.
I've picked.
Oh, wow. I get to do it on the spot.
You got to do it on the spot.
This is incredible, everybody.
Okay,
I love doing this.
And see if we're close. Maybe I should hide this a little so you can't see. There we go. So Vancouver Canucks, I picked. These are the 3 players I picked. Okay. So I have Elias Pettersson.
Yep.
I have Brock Besser and Evander Kane.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I would say that's a good one. I would say Kane would be the Hulk.
Okay, Hulk.
Because he can kind of get angry.
Do you want to know? We'll go over mine after. Yeah.
Okay.
Give me your 3 first.
Oh, so I'm doing mine spur of the moment. Brock Besser would be Hawkeye.
Okay. I had Hawkeye, but someone else.
You see someone else?
Yeah.
Well, because like he's not that big and tough, and I'm thinking more comics than how they were in the movie.
Yeah,
so it's kind of a bit he can pick his spots.
His spots.
He's a good sniper when he gets a chance. Oh, and Elias Pettersson. That's
and I did villains too.
That's
right?
a tough one.
I did villains too. So if there was
he would be the Chameleon.
Ooh,
the Spider-Man villain. He would be the Chameleon.
Okay. So for Elias Pettersson, I had Robin because he needs someone else to help him. Right, he needs a big guy he's kind of a good complementary player. That was my thing. You went Hawkeye for Brock. I went Beast because he's strong. He battles in front, but he's kind of nice too. He's not overly physically aggressive or anything. Evander Kane. Sorry, Evander. I had to. You went Hulk. I went the Kingpin of Crime.
Oh,
big,
interesting.
Strong. Kind of a leader, a ringleader of sorts, but very scary person.
Yes.
So those
very
were my
calculated as well.
Calculated, yeah. Thinks
about
what he's doing.
Do you pick 3 guys off each team?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's.
That's pretty good.
Let's move to Alberta here. Let's go down south to Calgary.
Uh-oh.
I had Dustin Wolf.
Well, geez, I don't know much about his personality, but okay.
Rasmus Andersson and Jonathan Huberdeau.
Okay. So I'm trying to think here. Now, Rasmus Andersson is a guy I've kind of criticized.
I think we all have.
For being I hate to use the word, but a bit of a phony.
Yeah.
Like, he's talented, tends to pick his spots. Is he really as tough as he purports to be?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pick a Spider-Man villain who tries to be menacing, but is usually ultimately easily beaten and kind of crumbles under pressure, though he can make electrifying plays, as Anderson has shown he can do, and that's Electro.
Oh,
Rasmus Andersson. I'm going to go Electro for Rasmus Andersson. I think most of my guys will probably be Marvel because I don't know the DC universe.
Right.
Well, you never know what I might come up with.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Electro. Now, Dustin Wolf. So he's young. He's obviously an up and coming. Maybe I think Flames fans, and I think it's fair to say his best days might still be to come.
You hope.
Up for the Calder. No, Hudson won the Calder, right? Wolf was second, I think, but still could have won it.
Yeah.
A lot of years might have won it. Goaltending, so he's saving a lot. It's a high pressure position. Who am I thinking of here? So I feel I got to go a little younger. I'm gonna go. Can we pick like females? But like, I'm not using that as an insult.
Yeah,
or anything.
of course.
I'm gonna go Jubilee.
Oh, nice one. I like that. A lot of sparks.
Yeah, a lot of spark. Still maturing. I don't know how old she is in the comics now, but I was reading when she was introduced as kind of this teenage mutant. Did some sidekick work with Wolverine. So I'm going to go Jubilee.
Okay.
Now, Huberdeau's an interesting one.
Yeah.
He can be very productive. I guess criticism of him is that maybe he's not as sturdy as you would like, but he's a very, very good player. Gets a ton of points. Can be very dangerous and productive. So how do I go hero? Or I guess I could have gone all villains for Flames fans. For Flames players. Well, Anderson, I had to make a villain. Huberdeau, I would say, okay, so I'm going to go with him because maybe he's hard to pin down sometimes exactly what his identity is as a player.
Ooh, I like where you're going.
And I'm going to go Sandman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that. So I'll do them in the order that you did. So Rasmus Andersson, I thought we were going to pick the same guy here. That would have been amazing, actually, because I did also go to the Spider-Man realm of villains, but I thought Rasmus is, again, a lot along the lines of you're saying, easily kind of to get around and stuff, although he can be quite dangerous. I went with the Green Goblin.
For Anderson? Oh, wow.
Right? So, because he's got the split personality and he's all tough and they go, oh, no, not me. Right? So, I went Green Goblin with Rasmus Andersson. Dustin Wolf, again, along the same lines as you, Reed. A young guy, but just watching him, tremendously quick. I think because he's not tall in stature, it looks even faster than what it actually is. But I went Kid Flash.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I went to the DC realm with Kid Flash. Just kind of, he'll be annoying to Oilers fans later on. Huberdeau was hard for me. I had to come back to him and think. But here's a guy, he had a great 1 year. He's still a really good player, but more cerebral. And just sticking with the villain role, just because he's cerebral and kind of a playmaker kind of thing, can impact a game, but also can be taken care of. I named him as Lex Luthor.
For Huberdeau?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's high praise, really.
Yeah. Well, 115 points, I figure. And I just like the way that he's kind of changed his game now. Like, he had the really bad year, but now he seems to, he's figured out and found out how to be a contributing player with the Calgary Flames.
In the nasty chat, Nate the Builder says Huberdeau is Nightcrawler. So Nightcrawler, for people who don't know, he can teleport.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Statue Boss says, I would have chosen Invisible Woman for Pettersson. Seems obvious. I guess
we still got the Toronto Maple
on the
Leafs to get to.
invisibility part of that. Yeah, that's a good one. Brad Marchand in the Nasty Chat says, I would have signed with the Maple Leafs if I would have known I could have been assigned a superhero persona. Sorry, Brad. You got the cup.
Okay, so you know what? Let's save the Edmonton Oilers for last. Okay, we'll do.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Okay, so let's go out to Manitoba, the Winnipeg Jets.
Oh, wow.
All right, so I had Mark Scheifele,
Okay.
Josh Morrissey, and Connor Hellebuyck.
Yeah, that's a pretty good list. Boy, oh boy, I'm really having my. I would say, boy, that's tough. Like I'm trying to go down all my superhero list here. You know, I think so. Hellebuyck, Hart Trophy, didn't win top hockey player last night at the ESPYs though. That's what really matters. Hellebuyck's a great goaltender. I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, he didn't win the cup because he sucks. I mean, yes, you wish the playoff performance was a little better, but he's awesome. I'm trying to think of how he looks too. You know what? He looks a little bit like Tony Stark.
Ooh.
I think Hellebuyck has to be Iron Man.
Okay.
Like plays a lot.
Yeah.
Plays a lot. Shields the net.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm going to go Iron Man for Hellebuyck.
Okay.
Then I got to do, so Scheifele, very good player. And Morrissey, was this his best year this past year? It might have been. Not one of them.
You what? Yeah, he's been.
So Morrissey, kind of a good, I can't remember what he looks like exactly, but a very good all-around type of player. How about Iceman for Morrissey?
Ooh, yeah.
That's a mutant who can turn his body into ice, everybody. All the non-comic book people are horrified. Like, what is going on?
Love it.
And then Scheifele, I mean, yeah, he's like a bigger guy. He can shoot. He can, pretty good all-around player, gets points. Oh man, I see. I'm choking under pressure here.
It's all right. It's all right.
This is a lot of fun.
If you want, I can go through my two.
Do your other two.
So for Hellebuyck, you went Iron Man. I went again, kind of the villain, probably going back to the sweep of the Edmonton Oilers, and the way he does look, kind of to me, he looks like Magneto to me.
Oh, wow.
And so just because he's such a good goaltender, he can control, like the puck's he can control it.
That's
right? His rebound control is great. So I went with Magneto, and he's a big part of their team. Morrissey was so hard to think about, but I think what fits Morrissey perfectly, you went Iceman, but just the way he commands everything and protects both sides of the puck. I went Doctor Strange.
That's pretty good
with Morrissey. So, and if you want my Scheifele pick,
do your Scheifele first. I'm struggling with Scheifele.
Again, seeing him go 180 feet and blow up a guy, and the ability to score, like he's got a great shot, puts it where I went with Bullseye. Daredevil's nemesis.
Oh, yeah. Nasty guy.
He's a nasty guy, but is also precise with shooting.
I'm going to go with Scheifele. I'm still struggling with that. I'm trying to think through the category of X-Men. I don't know if he'd be good or not. Come back to that.
Come back. Okay, we'll come back. Let's
That's so lame.
This will be a good one. Let's go to the Maple Leafs.
Oh wow.
So
are we still gonna do Marner or not?
No, he's gone. He's gone. So you're safe. I went with Morgan Rielly, Willie Nylander, and Austin Matthews.
Okay. This is great. Well, okay, Matthews. I have to pick a villain because most of this audience, especially my mother, will despise him. A villain who ultimately can't sort of finish the deal. For Matthews, I'm going to go with the original Fantastic Four villain, the Mole Man. I'm going to go with the Austin Mole Man Matthews. Bronco Nick said Matthews would be Gambit. Well, we might use Gambit at some point. He's kind of a flamboyant New Orleans. I think he was discovered there. All right, so now Nylander is very good. I guess he's kind of been a strong support player, though sometimes I watch the Leafs and I'm like, he might actually be the best player on the team. I know it's maybe not there every night with him, but he's very good. He's very important. I'm going to give him Angel from the X-Men.
Okay.
And then Angel got corrupted and went bad.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. And then Riley's a very good player, plays defense, gets points, and can kind of buzz around. And when he's hot, somewhat like the Human Torch.
Perfect. So your mom's going to hate me, but I was a lot nicer to Austin Matthews just because of the way he can score. I chose Hawkeye for him.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So again, he's precise, but doesn't have a lot of real superpowers, right? He can shoot really well. That's how I looked at Austin Matthews. Nylander, again, someone who's been really good, but under kind of perfect conditions. Somewhat like Aquaman. He's only good in water, right? So you get to the playoffs, he's out of water, and he loses his strength. He doesn't have enough. And Morgan Riley, I mean, exactly what you said. He's kind of around it. He's great sometimes, and then kind of the villain at other times. For Morgan Riley, I went with Loki.
Oh, interesting. The trickster.
The trickster. Because I always find I'm wanting more from him, but he always messes me up. So.
Some teams should have on their helmets the big Loki horns.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be pretty good.
That'd be good.
So we're doing the top 3 players off each Canadian team as superheroes or supervillains from comic books. Now, Gager's planned his. I'm coming up with mine on the fly, so this is fun.
Yeah.
So we've done 4 of the 7 Canadian teams.
Okay, let's go to the Montreal Canadiens.
All right.
So I had Nick Suzuki, Cole Caulfield, and Lane Hudson.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm going to say, that's a really good one. I was hoping you would have picked Gallagher. Oh, because to me, we might still pick this guy.
Let's throw a fourth. Let's go Gallagher.
Because he's Wolverine all the way.
Okay, well.
I might use Wolverine again, but to me, Gallagher, if he's picking, he's smaller guy, never goes away, get injured and comes back.
Okay.
Obviously, Wolverine is Canadian. Gallagher was born here, right, or grew up here until he was 13 or something, because of his isn't his dad a trainer or something like that?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so Gallagher's, but I may still use Wolverine for somebody else if that's an unofficial one. So Hudson, hotshot rookie, a lot of potential. Really exciting player. Ooh, this is okay. I'm going to come back to him. I'm going to say for Caulfield, because he can quick strike.
Okay,
he's Scorpion.
Ooh,
another Spider-Man villain. Caulfield's
like
the Scorpion. I always like the Scorpion.
I like it.
And then Suzuki, so he's their captain, right? He's their leader, pretty good all-around player. I would say, I'm trying to give somebody this. I guess it's time to use it. I'm going to give Suzuki Cyclops from the X-Men.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
I'm struggling with Hudson. Like, what's a good one for him? I can't really picture what he looks like going off looks. I will say, wait a minute. You know what? I would actually give him Nightcrawler. Because like when he's moving well, it's almost like he's just teleporting around the ice.
I like that.
I'll give him Nightcrawler.
Okay. So
and he's blue. Oh, no, wait.
Lane Hudson, and I know I already used Robin, but Robin for Elias Pettersson he needed Batman, right? But for Lane Hudson, just because of the potential, I went with Dick Grayson. So he was the first.
Okay, right.
The first Robin and young guy with a lot of potential. I think was actually killed by the Joker eventually. But,
Yes.
Cole Caulfield. You went Scorpion. I picked Caulfield as the Wolverine.
Okay, yeah, that works
Just
too.
because small, stocky, not overly mean, but can impact a game huge. Suzuki. So again, leadership. I went to the core and picked Nick Suzuki as Green Lantern.
Oh, interesting.
Because
okay.
he can make things out of nothing. It seems
that's a good one.
right?
Yeah, that's very good. Oh, you're good at this, Gager.
I'm a nerd. Let's go to Ottawa, Reed.
Okay.
Okay, so this will be fun. I got Timmy Stützle,
Yeah.
Brady Tkachuk, and Jake Sanderson.
Okay, Brady Tkachuk. Brady Tkachuk will be the Blob from the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
Okay.
He will be the Blob. You know the guy.
Oh yeah.
The Brotherhood from the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
Okay. Good.
Stützle will be. I'm gonna make, because I want to use this character and we're running out of teams. But I just think of he's going to be my Moon Knight.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah, like just
yeah.
Don't sleep on him.
Yeah.
He can hurt you in a bunch of different ways. I'm going to go Stützle for that one, and then Sanderson. I struggle with Sanderson. I will give him. I will. It's something really weird. I'm trying to think I'm trying to think of somebody really obscure. You know what? Younger guy still. I'm going to give him. I'm going to make Sanderson the Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Oh, I like that. That's a good one. Okay.
Yes, there are 2 Spider-Mans now, everybody. In fact, they now have the Spider-Verse, where there are infinite Spider-Mans.
There's a lot.
From alternate realities, such as Spider-Punk, Spider-Man Noir, on and on we go.
I heard that actually Nick Cage is doing a Spider Noir.
Yeah. He voiced it now it's a live action.
That'll be good. So for Jake Sanderson, just from my not watching him a lot, but when I did watch him, he looked really good, adaptable, was able to, squash defensively, and he was a big part of the offense. I went Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic
Four. Oh, that's a
Four,
good one.
because he could kind of weasels his way into everything. Stützle, I went with what you did on a different character, but I went the Human Torch, because he can burn you and he flies around.
Okay.
But for Brady Tkachuk, he's not completely like his brother. He's still somewhat likable, I think. Well, maybe that's because the Oilers don't play him as much, but I like his interviews. He's kind of funny. I went with Deadpool.
Okay.
For Brady Tkachuk.
That's a good one.
All right, Reed, this is it.
Oh, what Oilers did you pick?
Okay.
Did you keep it to 3?
I kept it to 3. We could probably go with the whole team, I guess, but I kept it at 3.
I'm going to run out of heroes that I can remember off the top of my head.
So I went Leon Draisaitl,
Okay.
Connor McDavid, and Evan Bouchard.
Okay. Well, I think for McDavid, I have to go with Quicksilver.
Quicksilver. Wow. Okay.
Marvel character, runs extremely fast.
Yeah.
Can knock you out, can hit you when you least expect it, or hurt you when you least expect it because you don't know he's coming, even though I guess teams know. But yeah, I had to do something speed related.
Okay.
So I'm going to do Quicksilver. Now, Leon's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Because I know he's a hero in oil country, but yet there's something villainous about his whole demeanor, and he likes playing the villain.
Yeah.
And he believes in what he's doing, and he's extremely confident. And he can also lead. Everybody, Leon Draisaitl is Thanos.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
He didn't think I was going to go there?
I thought you were going the same way I did, but I think your pick is actually better than mine. So that's great. That's good.
Well, and then now Bouchard, I mean, he'd be an interesting Robin, I think. But he's a pretty important player. I know he doesn't have that obviously vibrant personality.
Yeah.
Or even with Leon and Connor, they might not be super outgoing, but you can sense the personality and the fire. We don't really see that from Bouch unless he's slashing an injured player. So he could be, I guess he could be a little devious like that. There are a lot of different ways to go with Bouch. I am going to say, oh man, this is a lot of fun. Like my instinct said Robin, but I'm not going to go with Robin.
Okay.
I know the Marvel universe much better. So who would Bouch be? I mean, he's not the star, but he's still pretty important. He's got a powerful shot. He can be a little frustrating. And you know what? It's almost as like he shapeshifts. In the playoffs, he becomes much stronger.
Yeah.
And I hope some of the audience remembers this. He is Sasquatch from Alpha Flight.
No one's going to remember
please,
those.
Somebody, if anybody remembers Sasquatch from Alpha Flight, what color was he? Put that in the nasty chat.
Oh, that's so good. So I'll go the same order you did. I thought you were going the same direction with Leon that I was. Kind of almost a anti-hero. Tremendously powerful, smart, the ability to lead, but he's super, but he's still a mortal super kind of guy. I went with Batman.
Oh, for Leon? Leon. That's pretty good. Yeah.
So I went with I went
Batman.
2 DCs and 1 Marvel. So you went Thanos, Connor McDavid, Quicksilver. I get it really fast. I went Marvel with Connor again. If it's Secret Wars, this character was the leader in the comic books, but Connor McDavid is Spider-Man. He flies around, do different things, all around. Just dynamic, I would say. When you watch him, you just can't believe what he's doing. Bouchard, I like your Sasquatch. That's great.
I had to get somebody from Alpha Flight.
Yeah. So I think this was more geared towards the fans. I picked a DC villain. And like Bouchard's play most of the time during the regular season, where you don't know where you're going to get it's like a flip of the coin. So Bouchard is Two-Face.
Oh, that's really clever. I never thought of that. So we both went with a transformation in a sense, or that duality of character. Yeah. So Sasquatch, Mex in the Nasty Dad, he's orange. I had that trading card. So he was a scientist that somehow could turn into a big orange Sasquatch and be like the powerhouse of the team. I should have used everybody on Alpha Flight. Like I almost said Cole Caulfield was Puck. Remember the little guy off Alpha Flight. There was Snowbird. I don't remember her powers. Remember there was Marina. She was like this almost fish-like alien or something.
What was the leader?
Okay.
Captain
Vindicator or Guardian?
Guardian.
But he was also Vindicator.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was known as both. And they killed him off in like the 12th issue.
Yeah.
That was around the time I started reading comics. And it's like, oh my God, there's a Canadian there's a Canadian superhero team.
Well, I couldn't believe when Wolverine, you found out he was Canadian. That was he's supposed
to be from like Fort McMurray or Cold Lake or something.
Yeah.
But no, there's Alberta. There are Alberta ties.
Towns,
there are Alberta ties as well. Now I'm thinking, Sabretooth would have been a good guy to pick. Juggernaut would have been a good guy to pick.
I know. I was trying to fit Juggernaut into someone.
Right. Because he's powerful, but he's also very vulnerable.
Yeah.
Like, without his helmet, he's kind of nothing.
Yeah, he's nothing.
So maybe if there was a guy who...
Huberto, I was thinking of Professor X, but he can... Yeah, I thought Lex Luthor was...
Professor X, he'd be more of like almost a coach or a GM.
Yeah, maybe. Well, we'll do coaches next time.
A few people put that Leon Draisaitl should be Red Skull because of the German ties.
Yeah, but
Bouchard is Cyclops because of his eyes for Marco. Oh, my goodness. Spency 5 Centsy, Bouch might be Cyclops. He's got a laser, but it misses often.
that's pretty good, actually. When you take in all of Cyclops' attributes, that's...
Rip City Steps says Leon is Dr. Doom. I mean, I considered that as well, but then I went even harder. Because I think Leon would be the type of guy, he would just have the Infinity Stones, and he'd be like,
yeah.
Just remember, I can snap my fingers at any time, and you're gone. We didn't use any Guardians of the Galaxy. Kasperi Kapanen in the nasty chat. I am Groot. Somebody listening for the first time would be like, what? These NHL guys write in? Like, no, I think it's one listener that changes his handle all the time. Because we've had Drew Doughty in there, Matthew Tkachuk. We've had a bunch of different... so nobody picked Thor. Would have Ekholm been Thor?
I guess if you expanded it. Or I thought Thor would probably if I went Tampa, I would say that the
defenseman Hedman.
Hedman would be Thor.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah. Swedish ties there.
I'm surprised you picked Spider-Man for McDavid. That caught me off guard. I picked Miles Morales. I didn't pick Peter Parker Spider-Man.
Well, just McDavid does those, it's like he spins a web anytime.
In the spider sense.
And the spider sense. That's
a good one. That was a fun exercise.
Well,
for
thanks.
July.
Yeah.
What day is it? For July 17th. That was pretty fun.
I'll have to. I got to do a little bit more research on villains too.
Right.
Because when you say superheroes, all you think is the good guys, right? But sometimes the villain character is, you can attribute them more to people than actually the heroes. Just
for sure.
Time.
Yeah.
No Superman. Hey, no Superman.
No Superman. I think my favorite pick of mine is Mole Man for Austin Matthews.
That's yeah. That's pretty good. I like my Evander Kane. I think just being the Kingpin.
Who's again? Oh, Kingpin. Yeah, that is a good because he kind of have that.
that
I'm dressed up.
Yeah,
but I look good, but I'm actually really mean. Drew Doughty in the nasty chat. Who am I, Reed? Paint me like one of your Canadian team players. Drew Doughty, you would be probably I'm trying to think. You'd be a Morlock. You'd be one of the mutants that lived underground.
Yeah. I'm thinking like the Riddler because he doesn't stop yapping and says stuff. And
that'd be a good one. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I got to think about those.
Who's that? What's that? I think it's a DC villain. He might have even been Superman. The guy that has no vowels, like it looks like Mr. Mixplatix or whatever.
Oh,
but
Mexaplex.
There's no vowels in his name.
Oh.
I think that's what it is.
Mexaplex?
I don't know how you actually say it. I think that's the joke, is you can read it, but you can't say it.
Oh, yeah. He can't say it.
Oh, Gager, that was a blast.
That was great.
That was an absolute blast. What do you have coming up with Hernan on ESC Afternoon?
This week in the CFL, obviously we'll get to some of those ESPYs. I didn't watch a lot. I just saw some highlights. Dustin Nielson, the boss at 120.
He's on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I got the red light district. I'm complaining again. It seems like every week I'm complaining about something. Inside the numbers for Play Alberta at 2:00. Ryan Ballantyne from 3 Down Nation. And we'll just get everyone set for the big show coming up at 3 with you and Jay.
It's going to be a good show for us as well. We have Chris Critch on the show, 17 years as a WHL referee. As Ref Week continues, we have our Pass the Pantry Athlete of the Week.
Oh,
Gager,
cool.
thanks.
That was great.
All right. Gager and Hernan in 5 minutes. Stick around.